world is here. We have Jurracs, Nekroz, and even Gem Knights, and so much more. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more content. So we have Jurracs for you today. Now I gotta tell you, for what we have seen with the Jurrac engine, I am very happy to report that this deck actually did something. And you don't have to go like extremely crazy on this Jurrac stuff. I mean, the way it looks is, hey, most of this stuff right here is going to be your baseline. We're playing one copy of Impact, which is just kind of funny. And then, of course, you're going triple Meteor, just trying to clear things up, and then triple copies of Astro. But, outside of that, you're doing standard dinosaur stuff, which is fine. You've just kind of ripped out a little bit of the extra fat stuff. And, we have one little Pterodon in here to be able to rotate through, kind of do some of the combo stuff. But I think this is actually pretty good. Also, must be nice to have triple Misc, but I think you can get away with, just playing the one that the TCG has. I don't really see this as too big of an issue. Next up here, we have our first Nekroz list for you. Now, there was a lot of people out here, and I mean a lot, testing out a lot of these Nekroz ideas. And I'm kind of happy to see, Avance and Amelia here just being massive plush engines for this deck. I also do see that we are playing one copy of Catastor, and of course, Bred Hair. The only thing that's interesting with this is the one Catastor, and then we're doing two copies of the Divine Mirror. This mirror definitely is good, also 4 regular copies of the mirrors. As long as this deck is able to kind of hit the keynotes, you should be fine. I also do see we are playing Great Sorcerer of the Nekroz in here, and this is probably going to be our dump target about 90% of the time. As long as you can get the Herald down, you should be in a decent position to kind of rotate into whatever piece that you need. Also, once again, it just kind of proves how good Dogmatica Maximus actually can be. No Ecclesia needed. And then we have this list. This is playing a mini Rizal package in here. When I first saw that we are, taking in, what is this, 6, 7 cards in this deck, I was like, wow, this is actually kind of disgusting to actually see what we can do. And of course, this list focusing on the Trishula, you're able to kind of do a little semi-protection so you can kind of rotate through and punish your opponent. But it all comes down to this guy right here. Dreadinator is going to be that large presence. You're going to deploy onto the board. You're going to smash through your opponent's field. You're going to put your opponent into this really bad position usually out here with Dreadinator, especially, if they have to deal with everything that the rest of the Nekroz package is kind of giving them. That's your biggest problem here. You not only have to deal with Dreadinator and friends, now you have to deal with the massive advantage swing that the Nekroz package just generated for zero reason whatsoever. Alright, ooh, we have some Gem Knights for you. Now remember, the OCG does get to play this incredibly good card. Must be nice, right? I also see we're going with triple Brilliant Rose and triple copies of Crystal Rose. This is so much floatability in here, but the way that this deck functions at this point in time, as long as you're going to get your Gem Armadillo to actually resolve or be able to kind of get through what it needs to be, it's good. This also just proves, hey, you're only packing in 9 new cards. You're only playing 1 copy of Dispersion down here. But also must be nice that this deck can actually access Apollosa. I think that this deck is really, really scary, man. The OCG is able to just go through so many large swings with this build. Yeah, we're not doing FTK stuff. We're just playing very consistent fusion monsters to kind of sit through, make the Hope Harbinger, the generic good stuff that you're used to seeing on these end boards, doing its job. Ooh, we have some Crystron for you. Now, I've been trying to follow as much Crystron as I can out here. This deck is one of those decks that kind of fits the bill of being an abnormality. It definitely had major upticks at the very beginning, but we've kind of long since kind of calmed down a little bit out here. I do see we are doing we're playing one of the Infinitrack Crab Cranes, tribute an Earth monster, special summon this from your hand, banish a machine monster, add an over trigger extension. So we're actually playing this. So your opponent cannot target machine exceed monsters you control with card effects. Alright, so I assume that it's all just so we can get this stupid thing onto the field. this is just another one of those examples of, man, I really wish we still had the walking, talking macrocosmo, man. There is really just some really fun things that you can do with some of the ideas that the OCG just has laying around, and it definitely intrigues me. Ooh, we have Minkanko for you. So, you wanted to always play the damage reflection deck, or you look at Yubel and you're like, oh, I'd rather play a better deck than Yubel. Well, I wouldn't say that this is better, but this is in the same, camp as Yubel. You're able to do the damage reflection stuff. Your goal is just to put your opponent into a bad position by reflecting as much of the aspects of control as you can. And of course, hey, we're playing 3 EX, 1 Thode, and no field spell in here, actually. We're playing this package just so we can get to Dreadnator. That's it, everybody. We've reached peak, all right? There is just free mill off 1, drop the Meteor Logic, make the special summon of the Thode at the end of combo, and congratulations, you've established everything that you set out to do. That is hilarious, actually. I love this game's innovations. What in the world? Is this Ursartic? We have Ursartic Mermail for you today. Now, if you were to ask me, do these engines go together? I'm going to go, no. No, they do not. I don't know what we're doing with the ideas of this, but with this Ursartic stuff, I guess we also get to play the Ultimate Bright Knight Ursartic Alpha, which is hilarious. But in terms of the big things, we're going to get to access to Serpentron down here, so we can actually floodgate our opponent out with this. But the other big thing here is, this is just going to be a lot of water plays, man. Like, the big thing, you're just going to do all the mermail plays. Also, the fact this build managed to fit itself down to 53 cards. I look at this and I swear this should have been a 60-card variant. Like, in terms of what you're doing with this, it's just like, hey, you have so many moving pieces in here. I'm impressed with this build. I'm glad to see that they managed to get this to work. Oh, hey, we have some Crystal Beast. Hello? Well, of course, we're going to play the Millennium stuff, right? The Millennium stuff with the Wedju to, load up some Crystal Beast stuff is kind of funny. But we also get to play the Snake Eyes Damned Dragon in here, because you can send 2 face-up monsters in your spell and trap cards onto the graveyard for the free special summon of this. And there is literally no downside to this. That's why I love this card. This card is a cheesy little piece that you can add in that you can just be like, hey, I got a free special summon here, and then I get another kick something into the spell and trap card zone. Like, I can't really imagine any other deck looking at this card going, except for, Crystal Beast playing this Millennium stuff in here just to, toggle through all these combo lines. This deck's ceiling, anytime Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus is involved, you can get into some stupid stuff. We've also got a Sold down here to help us out, too. Ooh, we have Materia Reactor Tempai Dragons. We are also playing the Tempora of Chance, because this technically meets the requirements for a normal monster in our deck, so that we can use it. But the big takeaways here are, yes, we are using the Materia Reactor stuff to do things, and if our plan goes sideways, just OTK your opponent with Tempai. That's actually disgusting that we have this level of synergy sitting back here that you're just able to access for really no reason. And also, we do have a lot of different elements involved back here. The Dominus might slightly punish you. I don't really think it's going to. Water. The only thing I guess you gotta... No. There's nothing here. Dominus dodges all of this, because fire, dark, wind, or water? No wind, sorry. Yeah, that's actually hilarious. I see more and more stray ideas as we go by, and I love them. All right, and then we have Standard Memento. Now, the reason why I checked in on this was I've been wanting to see how the OCG is kind of doing things. I do see they get access to the Baron. We also have the Duke of Demise down here, because, remember, shoving 2 Fiend monsters together to make this incredibly good. We also get the chance to see the Magus Chronozo down here doing its thing. Hello, good guy. And, of course, this build gets to play Lacrima, because, we want to burn our opponent in time, right? We do not want our opponent to play the game. And, of course, we have some more Abao Q action down here. The best Yu-Gi-Oh card ever printed. A free punish on the opponent. truly love to see it. Well, that's everything that we have for today. So please, leave a comment down below to what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.